hello. Hello, everybody. I have very exciting news. The Love Across America tour is complete, and we're going to catch up with Dan Spoler in Columbia, South Carolina right now and talk about how awesome the tour went this year and a little bit more than that. It'll be a nice little recap of the event. Let me know how I sound, how my audio sounds, and I'll bring in Dan just in a second to see. We'll check his audio levels too, and we'll get right to it. Thanks for joining us. All right, there he is. The man of the month with Project Pinball. Dan,
well, thank
how
you.
do you feel? This epic
I,
tour is now over.
I feel great. We have that feeling of what we accomplished, and that really felt good. Right after we stepped out of the last dedication, all the thank yous were done. All the pleasantries, we were able to get in the car, and me, Sierra, were high-fiving each other because, the stress is gone now. We wanted to do this tour very safely during the pandemic and everything like that. So we were really putting a lot of stress on ourselves, and really had to follow a very narrow line. And today we're
How to
able
keep it
to
safe, right?
decompress. What's that?
Just the all the precautions y'all went to make sure it was safe for everyone was
Well,
awesome.
we had to. If not, we wouldn't even done uh, what we did here. Yeah, we had to have all these safety precautions in place before we even thought about, hey, let's do this. We needed to know that it was going to be done safely, and that's what we set our goals for, and I believe that we did so. I
Absolutely.
just took my temperature a couple.
Oh, he's on the
I'll do it
spot.
again right now. Yeah, that's me right there. So,
Nice and healthy.
we have a cleaning station, everything right here. You could see that I have gloves on. Um, I want to play some pinball machines in a moment, but we tried to do it as safe as we could, and I believe that we really achieved that. So we feel really, really well. At the other time, people are asking, how did these other dedications go? And it feels like we're in a time warp. Even though we only been on the road for 14 days, our beginning dedications like Charleston and Chapel Hill, they feel like it was a month ago because we've been moving so much. In 14 days, we've been in 13 different cities during that time. So it didn't give us a time to, like stretch out and feel like a vacation. It was business all the way. So, with that being done, we can fall back into our natural, patterns and everything like that. So we're happy. We still have a drive ahead of us tomorrow, but it's on our schedule now. So we feel really good.
Awesome. Well, let's celebrate all the successes of the Love Across America tour by watching the recap videos of where y'all went. So I'm gonna go to our share moments tab, and maybe you don't remember because it was so long ago for you and you're
I
tired.
do remember. It just
So
feels like it was
y'all
longer than what
started
it
off the
was.
tour dedicating a pinball machine to the Chapel Hill and UNC. So we're gonna watch that video right now. Oh, just kidding. See, I don't even
Okay.
know. You started the tour with Charleston. See, you didn't even correct me. Ronald McDonald
Yes,
House in
yes.
Charleston. So let's go. Go for lunch. See you filling up gas.
And we are a go. Filling
Yes,
up
that should be the
the
Star Wars.
car.
this is where you got your shoes.
Yes.
All right, and then on to Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And then from the Carolinas, y'all traveled all the way up north to Ohio, to Akron's Children's. There's another Star Wars y'all did.
Yes, that was a home edition Star Wars.
Right, and it fit in that area perfectly.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. It's a really good dedication.
Yep, and then it kept getting better because on your fourth one, then you were in the greater Cincinnati for the Ronald McDonald House there.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. We had Luke Skywalker help us out with that one.
And the mini legs.
That was a good touch.
All right, and then y'all decided to travel down to St. Louis to do 2 dedications back to back, with the start of it being Mercy Kids Children's Hospital.
With the Beatles.
With the Beatles. Let's see. Oh, I need my audio.
Very nice.
My name is Jason Fowler. I'm a lifelong St. Louis resident. I'm proud of it. I'm 45 years old. When I was 10 years old, I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. Still have it, still manage it very well. Instrumental in my ability to manage that was Cardinal Glennon Hospital. That was where I was admitted. They took what can be a really scary prospect for a 10-year-old kid and made it bearable at the very least, and dare I say enjoyable. I met friends that I still talk to in that hospital to this day. I have a tremendous amount of respect for the people that helped me get through what I've been through. So I was in a place in my life where I had found pinball and I was really interested in it. I had a couple machines in my house. I started a podcast. We somehow gained a global following. We had people in other countries that would send me emails. I met several people from Australia that flew here for a pinball show, and we all had dinner together just because of this podcast.
Yeah, we weren't.
So I started trying to think, how can I make
we
that
were so
help the St. Louis
focused
area?
on
We devised
the
this
kids
plan
playing
to
that I
donate a
did not
machine
know
and
was being
auction it
sold
off and
about
use
that
those
time.
proceeds to place a pinball machine
The
originally
kids
in
playing
London.
that I
It
did
was so
not know.
successful, we raised for this machine $12,000 through our podcast. So I contacted Daniel, and the rest is history. So this is here because of Project Pinball #1. But I'm proud to be associated with them and help raise the money to do it. So the only thing I asked Daniel when we did this was, my father
Keep your
passed away.
face
of
always
Alzheimer's,
towards the sunshine, and
3
the
years ago.
shadows will fall.
And I asked that we just simply put a plaque on the
Seriously,
machine.
short quote. And then the next St. Louis dedication was to Cardinal Glennon, an exciting Hot Wheels pinball machine.
Yeah, that photograph that I took with the Hot Wheels in front of the Christmas tree, everybody loves that because that's when it felt like, just a great gift or present being left underneath the tree, or, just a special gift for a special day.
Oh, there you are. All right, and then lastly, you ended the tour today
Yes,
in
today.
Columbia, South Carolina, our hometown for Marco Pinball, and we dedicated an Avengers Infinity Quest to the Ronald McDonald House here. So we're going to watch the video real quick and we'll talk about it.
Okay, nice. I haven't seen the video, so.
There's the big box and Fred. Awesome. Wow, what a tour. 2 weeks later, there's 7 pinball machines in new hospitals. And this is, what number is this, 50-something total
Yes.
of the U.S.?
Yes,
Pinball
53. 53 total.
Wow.
So, yeah,
That's amazing.
it's
Congratulations on
well,
that.
well, thank you. It's a huge milestone for us. Like I described earlier, someone was asking me if we had 50 in mind. We really didn't. We were taking it location by location, sort of like a baseball player walking up to the plate. He's just trying to get on base, not swing for the home run fence every single time. But, we have 53 home runs in my book. So we couldn't be more happier. We are super ecstatic. And it's from all the love, support, help that we received along the way. So everybody out there that helped us, you should be very proud of, what you hear here. And we're helping these patients, their siblings, their whole families through pinball. So great job, guys.
Very cool. And I love when you bring the Ronald McDonald shoes over every time you go to a new room. I was expecting you to wear them during the dedication.
It was a little bit difficult. I tried it the one time, but it's quite awkward because we are trying to roll a machine in, and the surfaces are changing and everything. So I didn't want to be laying underneath the machine at some point, so I decided just to carry them in and set them on the machine to show that, I appreciate that gift. So yeah, each one was very special. All 7 of these, just like our previous 46 dedications were. Each one was totally different from the next one. The Star Wars was the first one down in Charleston. And, they just made us feel at home. And it just felt, a great way to start the tour. And then we went up
Right.
to Chapel Hill, and that dedication just went so smooth. We could feel everybody's excitement when we placed the Ninja Turtles. It looked fantastic in that room. Then Akron, there was a really serious dedication because with it being Heather's memorial to her memory, um, there was real tears and everything like that, which, you know, it had a real impact for, I believe, their family and, us in the room as well. And then we went down to, Cincinnati, and, we just didn't know what to expect. We knew that Fluke Skywalker was going to be dressed in costume, but he played the part. Soon as he got into his Jedi uh, wardrobe, he became that part, and he is a loving, caring individual. And we just had a lot of fun with that. He was able to, do some video that he edited, and it was broadcast in their local news on their news station. So that was nice.
Nice.
Project Pinball had, a mention in there as well. But JT did a lot of the heavy lifting, and we did the rest. Then going down to St. Louis, that was special. We did 2 dedications back to back with a, tremendous fellow like Jason. What a great guy. I wish we would have had a chance to meet Matt. We couldn't, extend too many invitations because of the protocol that was in place for everybody's safety. And the great surprise of this tour was how big that room was that we placed the Beatles in. And we were very comfortable having a crowd in there. There had to be like 20 people with the kids coming in, and everybody was really respectful, and it was nice. Up to that point, we weren't asking to have the kids there, because it's about placing the machines, and the kids can, you know, uh, discover the machine after we left, and that was okay. But with the kids being there, it really sparked our excitement in the room. Um, the theme was the Beatles, and the second person that was coming up was a huge Beatles fan. And I actually asked him, "What's your favorite song?" Beatles, and he said, "All of them." And it was like a, like, he was surprised I would even ask that. And I'm like, well, and I showed him on the play field where you could switch it like a jukebox and play your favorite song in, different mode, what have you. And once he found that, he was just in the clouds. He just could not believe that we were leaving this machine. And he's like, "How long is this thing staying?" I'm like, "It's staying here permanently." And he's like, "Oh man, I'm going to be here all the time." So, we
That's
don't
great.
need to have the patients or the kids or interaction, but it adds a excitement that is just contagious. I mean, there's no rehearsal for that kind of excitement, that explosion of excitement. And we were pulling out T-shirts for the kids, and they decided to wear it right there. They had clothes on, and they're pulling shirts over their head because they wanted to wear them right there. And that's something that was very special about the Mercy kids dedications,
Sure.
because again, we did not expect that to happen, and it just was improv. You know, it was not part of our recipe, but they said, "Hey, we're going to bring these kids in. They've been waiting for this machine to show up." So we felt that was definitely icing on an already sweet cake. Um, then we had Cardinal Glenn. It was a return to the hospital where Jason received his care when he was 10 years old. And he shared the story with us. And, we couldn't have been happier to help him out. He's such a great guy. And to give something back to the hospital that he received his care meant a lot to him. And you could really tell. Um, he was, I don't want to call him out, but he was emotional. You could tell. Um, he was really quiet, and he just was so happy to be there to giving something back to the people that helped him. So, you know, he's my hero. He really is. He's a great guy. And the Hot Wheels was a perfect fit. When we were rolling it in, we had, people just, doing double takes saying, oh my goodness, what is this that they're rolling in? And we set it up in front of the tree, and there was people just peeking in to see what we were doing. So I can't wait to see photographs of the kids
Yeah, that
actually.
was such a
Looking
beautiful
at.
shot. Let me see if I can pull that up.
Yeah,
Let's look at it. I love that. Oh wait, that's the video. It's somewhere in here.
yeah, because it's
This
it
is
was
great.
such a colorful machine. They did an excellent job on the color scheme. It's a fun game. Um, it just fits well in a hospital environment. So you'll see more of the Hot
Yeah.
Wheels joining our tours or our arsenal of games.
Yeah, I mean this. You guys always get really great games and take a lot of care into which titles you do put into hospitals because that's very important. Some type of themes we probably want to stay away from. With
Well,
kids in the hospital, but I mean, Hot Wheels, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Avengers with the superheroes, Star Wars, and the Beatles, feel good music. Y'all really picked a
yeah.
bunch of really great games to go into these hospitals. So nice work on that.
Well, we have a lot of help from the manufacturers like Stern and American, and even we have a spooky pinball that's we haven't talked about because it was dedicated like 3 years ago in St. Jude's, and we
Nice,
actually have a Domino's Pizza one.
nice.
So um, working with Spooky and Stern and American and even Jersey Jack, they've been
Yep.
very supportive of what we do. And we ask them questions. Is this a game that's going to be family friendly? Um, the Star Trek that came out a couple years
Mhm.
ago now, we were about to put one in there, and we were talking to Steve Ritchie, asking them about some of the call outs. And what they did was they actually gave us a USB drive with the call outs that were from the movie, but we felt that it was a little too much to have in the family setting. And they were gracious enough to give us a USB drive that we could remove those from our code. So yeah, we have the support of the pinball manufacturers, and we even do have like you might have seen the Star Wars home, um, Ninja Turtles, and the Hot Wheels were at our office headquarters because we actually run the machines, making sure that we know if there's going to be something that we need to, maybe take a look at. We're really famous with our hot glue gun because if we think that it's going to come loose, we just lock it down with hot glue. Um, yeah, we have a monthly supply of hot glue that shows up because we use so much of it. But no, we do stuff like that to make sure that these games are going to function as they should 100% as much as we can going in and everything. Um, I had to wave at the meter later. I'm probably expired on my meter. So anyway, um,
No.
no, she walked past. Good.
Okay, good.
I forgot all about that. But anyway, with that being said, we have to take a look at the family uh, values that are in the hospital and say, is this something that we could do?
Mhm.
And certain machines are close, but they just can't, be introduced in there. And a famous one, and I'll share the story, was X-Men. You know, um, and it's based on the X-Men series and everything like that. They're cartoons running around, and they're superheroes and villains in there. and we had it all ready, and we were saying, okay, I play this. There's nothing, vulgar about it. But all of a sudden they seen the side of the machine, and Wolverine has a mean scowl on his face,
Oh,
and
that guy.
they said, this might scare,
Oh,
kids and everything. And
I can see that.
I said, okay, that's fine. So we had to scramble to get another title. Meanwhile, uh, my grandson at the time was 4 or 5, and he would just walk past it without care. But again, it's not, it
Better
was nice
safe
to
than
have that
sorry. Yeah.
feedback,
Yeah, for sure.
because it was something that we, really didn't focus on. And yeah, if you look at that game, um, Wolverine does have you know, a harsh scowl on his face, right? Rightly so. So we're educated by our partners that we work with.
Sure.
So we work really hard at it.
Awesome. Well, you guys have had such
So,
a successful tour. And before we get into our last giveaways, they've been doing giveaways every day. If you missed out on it, then I'm sorry. You should have been
well,
paying
hold on.
attention.
I
But,
want to talk about our last dedication, which
okay.
I left off on. Sorry. Um,
Oh, sure.
Today's dedication was the Ronald McDonald Home of Columbia, and we've been working on this for several years. We had a couple false starts, um, and we were so glad to bring something home to Columbia. We had so much support in this community from Firefly and the Fellowship with Bryant Merritt and all those guys. Fred with Bang Back, Marco Specialties. Um, I mean, just so many. Tony Evans, he's been a great supporter of ours also. Just so many people. So it felt great to give back. So we showed up at the Ronald McDonald Home, and it was raining. We were able to pull underneath the porte cochere, and we had Norman there and Fred, and they were there to help us pull this machine out. We rolled it in, and we set it up, and we found a new home. It was the first chance that I had to play at this game, the Avengers, and Keith Elwin is truly amazing.
You liked
Uh,
it.
his layout is so friendly that it just feels so good to shoot it. And I'm not saying that because, oh, newest, greatest machine. I just admire that guy. I don't know how he could top the game that he puts out before, but yet he manages to, keep outdoing himself. And when I shot this game, I was so excited just to feel good that kids are going to be playing it. It was such a fun game to shoot. A lot of things going on. The light show is amazing. So Stern did an excellent job with this
Yes,
game.
it's a beautiful game.
And if you haven't had a chance to shoot it, get out there and shoot one. You'll see what I'm talking about. You'll definitely agree. I can't wait to see, the kids take over on this machine. But they're going to have to probably fight uh, the people that work there, the staff, because when I left, they were enjoying it just fine. Um, but they'll become the teachers. I showed them how to do the one-handed thing
Nice.
that you were
Mhm.
talking about earlier, which we'd like to do.
And the split
Where they
flipper.
cheer the flippers.
Yep.
So they really like that. But that machine is amazing. I'm not sure who did the artist. Do you know?
Oh, really? Come
Yeah.
on. Look at it.
Is
Yeah.
it?
It's
Is
Samba
it?
Yeti. Jeremy Packard did
Okay.
Samba Yeti. It's
Well, I
beautiful.
say that because I didn't recognize it because it's not,
Play it.
of his style, but he morphs so much. I seen his concert posters and everything, and he adapts to the subject so well. And if you look at Deadpool and you look at the turtles, they don't look like, one another. They're a little bit different. But he had the nuance. But with the Avengers, it looks like a completely different artist. And I say that as respect to him because he's a man that morphs to, adapt himself to the job. And I'm sorry, Jeremy, I didn't pick up on it, but I'm glad that I found out. He's an amazing artist. And, this game is amazing. Sorry, I'm going to shut up now. But it's a great game.
That's awesome. Yeah, we were going through the recap. You did such a good job when we were talking earlier. You're like, I'm so tired. I don't know if I can remember all of this. But
Well,
kudos.
talking to you really excites me because, I could feel your excitement, and the same thing with the dedications. You might be tired. And like I said, maybe I didn't say this, but in the 14 days, we've been in 13 different cities.
Crazy.
Um, so we never get settled in. We do a
Oh, yeah.
dedication, and then we pack our bags, we hit the road, we go into the hotel. Next morning, we pack our bags, throw it back into the vehicle, do a dedication, and then we're on the road again. So we never had a chance to, really catch our breath at all. We had like one day off, and it was playing catch up with emails and all the things that are needed to keep this moving forward with success. So, yeah, my energy comes and goes because it's been compressed. All this energy into 14 days. And, by talking to people, I get phone calls and they're super excited.
Yeah.
It, fuels me to feel that excitement too. So that's why we appreciate the comments, and we were trying to get back with the raffles because it really helps us.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not, so we get big heads and say, oh, Dan's so great. No, it's not about that. It's about
Right.
what we're accomplishing together through pinball. And, I get excited because other people are excited.
Yeah.
They understand, why we are dedicated, and it really feels good. So I love the comments out there. I didn't have a chance to go through every single one and respond back, but I'm going to because it needs to be done. You
Awesome.
know, I I love all the support that we get, and I want to give some of it back. So
Yeah, and y'all are, the ground zero heroes for this tour, but without all the sponsors and all the help from the pinball community, none of this would ever be possible. So I have a list. This is not everyone, but definitely want to give a shout out to Fellowship of the Silver Ball, Jack Danger and Dead Flip, Sweet Bean 96, Sir Varix, Zen Studios, Rock Dad
yes,
1984, Pin Bomb, the Pin Bomb chapstick, and streamers as well that did, yeah, exactly, that did a lot of fundraising, over the years. Alnonymous, Saucy Muffin, Mr. Scoot, Pete Dorr, Pyrote, the Heads Up Challenge crew, Q, Scartafist. You guys have so many. Ket Sandpepper, Crow Templar, High Spirits, Pinball Wiz 45B, Eastern Sporks, Jin Jinx, Chisil Sloom. I should have typed this out. And Pin.
it's good.
And all the manufacturers and pinball companies from Stern Pinball, American, Spooky, Jersey Jack, everyone. It takes a village to do all of this, and we have such a great and strong pinball community to make this happen. And we may not see it personally, but literally what y'all are doing is changing people's lives. You change one life with one pinball machine, it's completely worth it. And right now you have over 50 machines across the country, and every time someone goes up to play that game when they're in the hospital, it's putting an impact on them. So round of
Without a doubt.
applause for everyone for making this happen. It's really great.
Well, I did have a conversation online with Jeff out in Colorado, and he was saying that he
Oh yeah,
was in the
Slap Save
hospital
Pinball,
for
Jeff Fowler. See, the list is ongoing. It goes Howard Levine, man, everyone. Jake Danzig.
oh
The list
yeah,
will
the
keep going.
list goes on and on and on, and we love them all. But I was talking to Jeff out in Colorado, and he was saying about his stay in the hospital. He remembers the one thing that kept him company, and it was a centipede machine.
Hmm.
And, years later, this is years later, he still remembers that bright spot in a dark day, that he was stuck in the hospital, having tests done and everything like that. And I can contest. I was in the hospital for when I was younger as well, and I remember Color Forms, which was static cling superheroes. It was Spider-Man on a city backdrop, and that's what I had while they were, poking needles to take blood in the middle of the night, and they would wake me up and do tests, and it was just, it was. I didn't want to be there. I just wanted to be, a kid playing and climbing trees, riding my bike, what have you. And the color form was the bright spot. So, with that being said, I think that we could be cultivating you know, younger pinball players because they're going to remember that spot of
I think so.
brightness. And, when they have the means to do so, maybe want to share that with their family and friends and maybe their kids as well. So I think it all helps. I think, like the podcast, people are reaching the group, but we're reaching, a certain group also. And not only are we reaching the families, but we're actually introducing pinball back into the lives of maybe staff also. You're talking administrators, doctors, nurses, child life specialists, and, that whole community. Um, you know, I think this makes me happy because I love promoting pinball. I love introducing people to what I enjoy um, and saying, here, give it a try. Maybe you'll enjoy it too. And I know there's other people out there, like my buddy Patrick, Al Anonymous. I mean, we could sit there for hours and just talk about pinball. And, it's just a fantastic conversation, I think, for the both of us. And there's so many people out there, like Ron Schuster. If you ever been to his place, he just gushes about his collection and he's like, come on in, check this
Yeah.
out. And, I think it's more the same. So we're doing that, but we're reaching out, and placing them to where the kids are. So I think it's very special. You want to start the raffles so we could give back here?
Yeah, that's a great segue. Let's go ahead and do the raffles. And again, I was saying, if you guys missed out on this, sorry, but there's always the raffles that you can do for pinball machines. Let me stop this real quick.
Yeah, well, we're going to be starting our Led Zeppelin uh,
See,
LE, which we're only going to announce after Stern shows us their promo stuff. So look for that. They'll be coming up. We're going to do it in conjunction with Marco Pinball. So thank you guys. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, so you can just go to their website, click on pinball raffles, and they usually have the $50 raffles for, wow, what is that? $50
Yeah,
raffles for a pro and 75 for the premium. And
and
we have
this
this some special ones
80,
coming up. So
yeah, 85 for the LEs because they're
hmm
even higher in the price because we do buy the machines and then we give that out to the winner, and then what's left over as far as that raffle we could use as a charity. So we still have to buy the machines.
right. So
So that one
moving,
will be
yeah,
85. Go ahead.
and we'll introduce that a little bit later. Stay tuned on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Marco Spec, and also the Project Pinball Facebook page to get more news on that. But this is some swag raffles that we did during the Love Across America tour. You just needed to comment on their post and you got entered into the raffle. So this first one was for a Houdini Translite.
Nice.
So let's see. Our lucky winner is.
That's signed by the designer also.
Yep.
Joe Balzer signed that
Oh,
for
nice.
us. So
That's
thank you,
awesome.
Joe.
So, Ken Alguire on Instagram, you are the winner for that translate.
Nice.
Congratulations.
That's
The next
super.
one, this is actually for an Alice Cooper Nightmares Castle translate, which is super cool, and it's signed by Alice Cooper, I believe.
Yes.
Not a lot of names. Big treasure.
Who's
Justin Fitzgerald, congratulations on winning that.
Very nice.
And last but not least is a nice assortment of spooky pinball swag. We had a lot in this one, so let's see who the lucky winner is.
Very nice.
We'll make sure Sierra gets all that information, and she'll send you a message on Instagram or
Yay.
Facebook, and figure out a way to get those to you. So, Dan, as everyone can see, it's getting very dark in your car. And you're sitting out in your car in Columbia right now, down in 5 Points, right across from Bang Back Pinball Lounge. And this is Fred Richardson's new pinball bar restaurant. We want to see inside. So how about you give us a tour of inside, since we're not being able to see you a little bit now. Anyways, it's a good time for you to get indoors. So go ahead and mask up and show us this awesome facility. This awesome
I'm ready to
new
go.
bar.
That's why I have my
in
gloves
Columbia.
on.
Pinball capital of the world. Columbia, South Carolina.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
Are we ready?
We're ready.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
take us there.
hold on. I gotta free my phone.
This is all impromptu, everyone. So whatever you see, hopefully there's not naked people running around. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at 5 Points.
It really is.
This is Columbia, South Carolina,
So
right by Bang Back Pinball. Oh, Maggie.
there's my mags.
We'll be right back.
Say hi,
Maggie.
Mag.
Yay, field trip. I know, right? Let's do a field trip. This is going to be awesome.
Okay, but it is beautiful. You can see the lights still turned on. And it's amazing, is it not?
Magical. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to swing it back around, and I'm going to show you walking up to Bang Backs here. Or Bang Back, sorry. I wish there was more of them. There's our sign that we put up. They welcomed us.
Aww.
And then we have Stranger Things sign and everything like that. We have Norm that just came out. And I love the signs that they have there. Right before you even walk in, you see the Marco face mask. And then it says, please social distance.
Nice.
Come in and make friends. And then again on the other side.
Nice.
So they take, this safety very serious, and I love that. So let's walk in. Is everybody ready?
We're ready. We're so ready to see this place. There's
So
Sierra.
we walk into the main entrance. We have Sierra.
Yeah.
She's out there playing pinball. So we're just hanging out. Looks like he won a T-shirt. So you can see that they have the fresh Avengers here. And then I'm going to swing around.
Nice bar.
And then we have a fully stocked bar. I mean, look at the taps that we have over here. I don't drink, but I could sure appreciate what they have there. I'm going to walk you over to the sticker wall.
Oh, look at all those awesome stickers.
I mean, how cool is that?
Portal, flippers. Got Marco represented.
So I'm going to swing back around. There's our owner.
Oh, Funky Fresh. Look at him.
There's
Playing the
Fred.
Beatles. And yeah, all of those.
The Beatles. So he's playing the Beatles machine.
And all the coin drop is going to Project Pinball. Yep. Got a little banner.
So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
show
step
us the
back.
games. Show us all the other games. JP, nice.
Hold on, I'm gonna show you.
Show us everything.
We got the food truck right there. So I wanted to show you that real quick.
Oh, yeah, the funky fresh food truck. I want to try this food so bad. I keep seeing pictures on Instagram and I'm like drooling.
So he was explaining that he's going to have a mural up above and all around, so it looks like it's on the city street. But his
Ah.
menu is amazing.
Have you
I had
eaten
the
already?
oh yeah,
Two
I had
wonton
the crunchy
tacos.
wontons. I had the little bangers. Those were good. We had
The
the.
little pingers.
I don't eat desserts, but Fred forced me to eat the fried
That's
Oreos,
so
and they were.
southern.
I mean, samosa, the dumplings, just amazing menu. You need to come down here and just check that out.
Wow. Let's see the game lineup. That's what we want to see. Let's see the game lineup. What games
Okay,
do
we're
they
headed
have?
over.
Walking Dead,
So
Metallica,
we're coming around.
NASCAR, Iron Maiden,
You can see
Turtles.
they got Metallica. They have the new Ninja Turtles. I mean, they even have the Monster
Monster
Bash.
Bash.
You
Ooh.
can spin around here. They got an older NASCAR. They got the Iron Maiden Premium here.
Ooh, that's awesome. I love the premium.
They got a Fishtails
Oh, it's on my top
and
10.
the Track to Mars. So let me come behind them. And we got someone in. We got
Oh,
Ken
we know
playing
him.
the Stranger Things. But we're
Yes.
in the Stranger Things booth, like room. And it has black lights on the ceiling that
The
really
upside
shine onto the
down.
place.
Show the
How cool is
vines.
that?
Show the vines up there. This was a
The
thing
vine?
Fred and I put together, our little mini Marco booth.
It's really
Because we never got
spooky.
to present Stranger Things. So we're like, oh, let's make a cool one at Bang Back. It looks great. It looks so
I mean,
scary.
when you get to the upside down world and all of a sudden the black lights kick on the playfield, you can see it in the
Yeah.
room and it just lights this place up. It's really scary playing in this room.
That was my goal. Nice work,
Yeah,
Fred.
you guys did an excellent job. I mean, look at that. All that's hanging from the ceiling.
Do you guys remember that from
They're
the
not
Jurassic Park
amazing.
ones?
I mean,
Ooh,
there's the
recycled.
trees. We're in the woods, man.
I love
So
that. Show
I'm
everyone
gonna,
the Roger Sharp wall. Oh, Dirty
okay,
Harry. My gosh.
we're coming around. There you
I
go.
love
And I
this.
heard it's good luck to rub his
Yep.
mustache.
Good luck to
So there
rub
you
his
go.
mustache.
Is that not great?
The man who saved pinball. Yeah, that's
They
like an
even
8 foot
have a
wall.
plaque. They got a plaque. You probably can't read it because of the lighting in here, but they really did a nice job on this.
It's
Is
beautiful.
that cool? So let me take you up here. That way you can get
Ooh,
a view from behind.
swag
And
table.
here's the swag table. So we had all kind of swag up here that was being given away.
Nice. I'll take that.
So
I'll
come
take
on
that. I'll
down
take
and
that.
see us. And I'm going to show you.
VIP booths.
I mean, it's two levels. You can see the steps right
Yeah.
below, right here. It allows the games to sit down low. So if you were going to have a tournament here, you could hang out in a booth and not crowd everybody down there,
And still
and you'd
watch.
never see what's going on. I think it's great. He even has these bleachers right here, where you could climb up, which I'm doing right now,
Oh my gosh. Be careful.
and you could sit,
Guess it's
right
a
there.
tour.
Show you.
Nice.
Hold on. Come on,
Look
camera.
at that fishtails topper.
There we go.
Yeah, we raised a lot. It's been such a successful
It's
tour
part of
this
the
season.
layout.
It's awesome. You're
Because my
close.
grandson
But they really did a great job.
Show the safety station that's over there. I love this.
Oh, yeah.
Way to go,
And
Bangback Pinball Lounge.
I was talking to Fred about being safe and everything, and he's like, we got you covered.
Nice.
So he has the Bang Back safety station, and
Play
you can
safe
see
pinball.
all the meters for the games behind me. And on the far wall by the
Nice.
front door, he has more hand sanitizers and stuff like that. So they're doing it very safe. You want to go see Fred and Sierra?
Yeah, let's go say hi to them.
Come
Look,
on, let's
I love
see.
these people.
Oh, guys.
They can't see me waving, but I'm waving like crazy.
So they're doing the stream and everything.
Oh yeah, they're live streaming too.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So after this, we'll go and raid Bangback, right? Are they live on Twitch right now, y'all?
Are we live right now?
We are. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes, we
we're gonna
are.
raid them after this.
Okay. We're going to hang out for a little bit, so come on down to Bang Back. We're having a great time. Hold on, I'm not switching camera again.
Yay! Hey, Fred.
So we're going to be hanging out here. Come on down, play some pinball.
Great work.
That's right. Well, if anybody needs Grand Champion score out there, we'll give them a $50 Any scores going up there today, we've got prize table,
Oh, nice.
ready to do the prizes. Yeah.
You guys got to come down and check out this place. They really put a lot of hard work and effort, and a lot of thought went into the layout of this place. It's just amazing.
Very
So
cool.
I'm going to switch over to you. I'm going to actually, use these gloves I have on to play some pinball. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Amardo, I love everything that you do.
Great
And I hope
work.
to talk to you
Great work
soon.
on the tour. Go have fun now.
Okay, I'm going to do that. Have fun, guys.
Thanks. Man, was that not fun or what? For everyone that's watching on Twitch, we're going to raid Bangback Pinball. For those not on Twitch, on Facebook, or wow, now I'm huge. Thanks a lot, Dan. For those not on Twitch, come join us on Twitch. It's awesome. Oh, I gotta move my screen now. He left me. He left me. He left me. Well done to Project Pinball. They had an epic tour. Despite all the obstacles that 2020 has brought us, we still got 7 more machines in these kids' hospitals. So kudos to them. Let's all play more pinball and have an awesome day. And we'll see you guys next time. Let's raid them. What are they? Bangback Pinball? You guys gonna stick around? I'll be in the chat room too for Bangback. Starting the raid. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you guys so much for joining us on this. And we will see you soon on PinTech Live. And very soon we'll be able to announce when we're going to get our Led Zeppelin and do our Led Zeppelin live stream and give away 2 raffle tickets, 2 Project Pinball raffle tickets for a Led Zeppelin LE. That's crazy. It's going to be awesome. All right. I'll see you guys soon.
Project Pinball helps rehabilitation.
For a kid that's in a hospital, you're playing a pinball machine, and for the time being, you don't have to really think about where you are or what you're doing. You're focused solely on playing pinball.
You know, pinball can be fun, but it can also be therapeutic because slamming that ball around when you're angry sure does make you feel a little bit better.
You know what, one thing I like about it, it makes them move. Laps around the wards is replaced to a lap down to the pinball machine and standing for an hour.
They have to use both hands
You kind of find yourself when you're playing pinball moving into it to play.
And so the kids can come in here, number one, stand, the ones that are having that issue, but they can still hold on, so they get that strengthening. And then they're using both hands and eye and watching. So, so it's going to be a great non-therapy therapy.
Exactly.
And having a good time.
Pinball's great because it's lights, it's sounds, and you're so focused on getting that ball and hitting that target and getting those points that you're really not thinking about why you're in the hospital. You're able to distract your time away a little bit.
Pinball is a way to get your mind for the moment off of whatever is happening in your personal life. Even if it is a bad situation, having to be in a hospital, seeing a pinball machine can make it all better.
I just want to give back any way that I can. And my passion for pinball, I think, was a great partner for, this giving.